All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Gudmala Kapoor. The headlines. All arrangements in place for the fourth phase of Lok Sabha Elections tomorrow. Air India flights restored after yesterday's technical problem. Srilankan government bans two terror outfits, the National Thawheed Jamath and Jamathei Milathu Ibrahim, following serial blasts. European Union warns US President Trump over withdrawal from the UN Treaty on Global Arms Trade. Cyclone Fani to intensify into a severe cyclonic storm by this afternoon. And in IPL Cricket, Rajasthan Royals beat Sunrisers Hyderabad by 7 wickets in Jaipur last night. Elaborate arrangements are being made for smooth conduct of the fourth phase of Lok Sabha elections tomorrow. Security has been tightened in all the 71 constituencies spread over 9 states going to the polls in this phase. Voting will take place for 17 parliamentary seats in Maharashtra, 13 each in Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh, 8 in West Bengal, 6 each in Madhya Pradesh and Odisha, 5 in Bihar and 3 in Jharkhand in this phase. Kulgam district of Anantnag constituency will also go to the polls. Campaigning for this phase ended last evening. In West Bengal, 8 constituencies will go to the polls tomorrow. Our correspondent has filed this report.
The political fate of former Union Minister and senior Congress leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, who is contesting from Baharampur, Union Minister Babul Supriyo from Asansol and another Union Minister S.S. Alwalia from Bardhaman Durgapur will be decided in this phase, besides Senator Munmun Sen and Satabdi Roy. Strong security arrangements are in place to ensure free and fair voting. Steps have been taken to deploy central forces in all polling booths. This time, election is being held at industrial areas of the state. Arijit Chakraborty reporting from Kolkata for AIR News.
In Bihar, polling will take place in 5 constituencies of Darbhanga, Ujiarpur, Samastipur, Begusarai and Munger. Our Patna correspondent reports that the political fortune of 66 candidates, including 3 women, will be decided by over 87,74,000 electorate.
Ujiarpur is witnessing direct contest between State BJP Chief Nityanand Roy and Rashtriya Lok Samata Party Chief Upendra Kushwaha. There is a triangular contest among senior BJP leader and Union Minister Giriraj Singh, Tanveer Hassan of RJD and Kanhaiya Kumar of CPI in Begusarai. Darbhanga is witnessing direct fight between Abdul Bari Siddiqui of RJD and Gopalji Thakur of BJP. Ramchandra Paswan is seeking re-election from Samastipur, where he is facing challenge from Ashok Kumar of Congress. In Munger, State Government Minister and JDU candidate Lalan Singh is contesting with Neelam Devi of Congress. With KK Lal from Ujiarpur, Somnath Das, AIR News.
In Odisha, 6 Lok Sabha and 41 Assembly constituencies will go to the polls in this phase. More from our correspondent.
More than 95,14,000 voters of Mayurbhanj, Baleshwar, Bhadrak, Jaipur, Kendrapada and Jagatsinghpur Lok Sabha constituencies and 41 assembly segments under them are eligible to cast their votes in 10,792 booths in tomorrow's poll. On the battlefront, the ruling Biju Janata Dal is trying to retain the 6 Lok Sabha seats it had owned in 2014 polls. An intense battle will be witnessed in Kendrapada, where BJP National Vice President Bajanta Panda will lock horn with BJP Rajya Sabha MP and Odia actor Anubhav Mahanti. SN Patnaik, AIR News, Sambalpur.
In Uttar Pradesh, polling parties with EVM machines and election-related material are being sent to the polling booths under tight security today. The constituencies that will go to the polls are Shahjahanpur, Kheri, Hardoi, Mishrik, Unnao, Farrukhabad, Etawah, Kannauj, Kanpur, Akbarpur, Jalan, Jhansi and Hamirpur. More from our correspondent.
There are 152 candidates in fray whose political fate will be decided by more than 2 crore 38 lakh voters. The key contestants in this phase are Dimple Yadav, wife of Samajwadi Party President Akhilesh Yadav, Chairman of SC Commission Ram Shankar Kacheria, Minister in State Government Satyadev Pachauri and Sakshi Maharaj of BJP. Former Union Minister Salman Khurshid and Sripaka Jaiswal are Congress candidates. Except Kannauj, remaining all 12 seats in this phase were backed by BJP in 2014. MS Yadav reporting for AIR News from Kannauj.
In Madhya Pradesh, Chief Minister Kamal Nath is also a candidate for the bypoll to the Chhindwara Assembly seat. Our correspondent has filed this report.
Inter-state and inter-district boundaries have been sealed and intensive checking is underway for free and fair election in 6 seats which are spread over Vindhya and Mahakoshal regions of the state. There are 108 candidates in the fray whose political fate will be decided tomorrow by more than 1 crore 8 lakh voters. Key contestants in this phase include Chief Minister Kamal Nath's son Nakul Nath, State BJP President Rakesh Singh, former Leader of Opposition in State Assembly Ajay Singh and Vivek Tankha. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
Electioneering is gaining momentum for the remaining 3 phases of Lok Sabha polls. Top leaders of various political parties are addressing rallies across the country. BJP President Amit Shah will address public meetings at Sitamarhi and Saran in Bihar and at Barabanki and Mohanlalganj in Uttar Pradesh today. Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi will address a rally at Bharech and will hold a roadshow at Daurahra in Uttar Pradesh today. BSP Chief Mayawati will address rallies at Alwar and Bharatpur in Rajasthan today. A mini-marathon titled Run to Vote was held yesterday in Leh district of Jammu and Kashmir's Ladakh region, which is going to the polls in the last phase of the Lok Sabha elections on May the 6th. The objective of the marathon is to promote voter awareness and to educate the target population about EVMs and VVPATs. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts.
News Services Division of All India Radio is broadcasting a special live program, Janadesh 2019, on the developments related to the General Elections 2019.
Tune in to the FM Gold channel of AIR from 4:05 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. every day till the announcement of results to listen to this special program.
The flight operations of national carrier Air India have been normalized after yesterday's disruptions due to a technical problem. The passenger service system software, which looks after check-in, baggage and reservation, did not function yesterday from 3:30 a.m. to 8:45 a.m., which delayed 85 flights, including 21 international flights. The ripple effects were seen as over 155 flights got delayed and were rescheduled. Air India and its subsidiaries operate around 674 flights globally every day. The Sri Lankan president has decided to ban the National Thawheed Jamath, NJT, and the Jamathei Milathu Ibrahim, the JMI, that are fundamentalist terror networks linked with last Sunday's attacks. The organizations have been banned under emergency provisions which were imposed after the attacks. A press statement said all activities of these organizations as well as their property will be seized by the government. 15 people, including 6 terrorists, were killed in an overnight raid yesterday at a hideout of the Islamic State terrorist group in Ninthavur of the eastern province. The Sri Lankan Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has said that the country is making progress in apprehending the perpetrators of the recent deadly terror attacks. In an exclusive interview to Doordarshan News, he said, there can be different ideologies, but there cannot be radicalization that leads to violence. Mr. Wickremesinghe said India had shared intelligence with his country on the suicide attacks, but it was not acted upon.
We have been sharing intelligence on the ISS and others with other countries, so that we become a target. We'll also go along with them to eradicate these terror tactics in the world.
The European Union, the EU, has warned that US President Donald Trump's rejection of a UN treaty designed to regulate the global arms trade will hamper the global fight against illicit weapons trafficking. The EU's chief diplomat, Federica Mogherini, said a decision by the US to revoke its signature will not contribute to the ongoing efforts to encourage transparency in the international arms trade. She said the EU will continue to call on all states, and in particular the major arms exporters and importers, to join the arms trade treaty without delay. Trump had said on Friday that the United States will not abide by the 2013 treaty aimed at regulating the global arms trade, calling it misguided and an encroachment on U.S. sovereignty. The Cyclone Fani, formed in the southeast Bay of Bengal and adjoining the Indian Ocean, is set to intensify into a severe cyclonic storm by this afternoon. It is expected to further intensify into a very severe cyclonic storm by tomorrow. It is currently moving in a northwest direction. Many places in Kerala are expected to get light to moderate rain on Monday and Tuesday, with heavy rainfall at many places. North coastal Tamil Nadu and coastal Andhra Pradesh are set to get light to moderate rain at a few places on Tuesday and Wednesday. More from our correspondent.
The track being projected by meteorologists shows the cyclone Fani is going to give a miss to the Indian shores. The ferocity of the cyclone in the sea is said to be phenomenal. However, weather officials find out that it is travelling far off from the coast, leaving scope for only limited rainfall in the land. Fishermen have kept themselves away from the deep sea due to the summer cyclone. Coastal districts of Tamil Nadu have geared up the official machinery to mitigate the effects of the cyclone if at all it comes closer. Jai Singh, AR News, Chennai.
Odisha continued to sizzle as the mercury soared past 40 degrees Celsius at 14 places yesterday. Titlagarh was the hottest place in the state, with the temperature soaring up to 45 degrees Celsius. Long spells of intense heat have dried up the water bodies and rivers in the state, and all schools have been closed till June. According to the local meteorological center, the prevailing heat wave conditions are likely to continue for the next few days. In IPL Cricket, Rajasthan Royals beat Sunrisers Hyderabad by 7 wickets in Jaipur last night. Riding on Sanju Samson's 48 not out and Liam Livingstone's 44, Rajasthan chased down the target of 161 in 19.1 overs. In today's matches, Delhi Capitals will face Royal Challengers Bangalore in the national capital at 4 p.m, while Kolkata Knight Riders will take on Mumbai Indians in Kolkata at 8 p.m. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Anuja Kumar.
Thank you, Gunmala. Yesterday's renewed gun battle and suicide bombing in Sri Lanka are given top priority by newspapers this morning. 15 dead as tips lead Lanka forces to Islamist hideout, headlines Sunday Times. The Asian Age writes, 15 die in raid, including the 3 who detonated explosives in jihadist hideout near the eastern town of Kalmanai. The other major story is of at least 20,000 passengers being stranded for hours at domestic and overseas airports on Saturday. The Hindustan Times reports that the software that runs Air India's main computer server developed a technical glitch that led to the delay of about 155 flights, that cascading effect of which continued till the evening. The Hindu carries PM Modi's response to BSP Chief Mayawati's recent taunt that he was a fake OBC. He declared that he was not merely an OBC, but had been born into a most backward caste. The Tribune writes that the US has imposed sanctions on Pakistan after Islamabad refused to take back its citizen deportees and visa overstayers from America, warning that it may withhold visas of Pakistanis beginning from its senior officials. The Times of India states that India has trashed a Special 301 report by US Trade Representative which had slammed India and China as leading sources of counterfeit medicines in the world. India said this is an attack on how low-cost generic drugs, which are crucial for making healthcare affordable. And finally, while Tamil Nadu and Kerala are facing cyclone threat, the Hindustan Times quotes IMD saying that parts of India face dry summer. It says Central East Spring rain deficit may cause heat wave. And with that, it's back to you, Gunmala.
Thank you, Anuja. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. All arrangements in place for the 4th phase of Lok Sabha Elections tomorrow. Air India flights restored after yesterday's technical problem. Sri Lankan government bans 2 terror outfits, the National Thawheed Jamath and Jamathei Milathu Ibrahim, following serial blasts. European Union warns US President Trump over withdrawal from the UN Treaty on Global Arms Trade. Cyclone Fani to intensify into a severe cyclonic storm by this afternoon. And in IPL Cricket, Rajasthan Royals beat Sunrisers Hyderabad by 7 wickets in Jaipur. And with that we end the morning news. Have a nice day.